So far in the presentation, you've been learning about the unique properties of the drinking water of Kangen water, and the antioxidants, the alkalinity, and the microclustering. Well, that's only half the machine. The other half of the machine makes some very unique waters. Here's our SD 501 Platinum. The top three functions are our drinking water. We can go from
Kangen Water 8.5.
8.5 to 9 to 9.5.
Kangen Water 9.5.
We encourage people to start at 8.5 for a week, 10 days, then move up to 9, and then 9.5. Then we have
Clean Water.
clean water. So this is non-ionization is happening. So whenever you push one of the buttons on the Kangen machine, you always make two streams. So we're going to have 7 coming out the top and 7 coming out the acid hose. We recommend this for people that are using pharmaceutical prescription drugs. We want you to take clean water half hour before and half hour after your medication. Also for babies under the age of 1, they're already so alkaline they don't need more alkaline water, or if you want to use it in your foods. The 7, the 8.5, 9, 9.5 are all fantastic for cooking in the kitchen with, soaking rices. It really brings out the flavor. We have a unique function.
Beauty Water.
Our beauty water. So this is between 5.5 and 6.0, the top 10 layers of your skin. The entire cosmetic industry, billion-dollar industry, is using toned water and adding fragrance to it and charging from $10 to $100 for these toners. You can make as much as you want right here out of the Kangen machine by adding your own fragrance. So they come in these nice little bottles that you can carry around. So it tonifies the skin, tightens and softens it, and makes us look a little younger. Then we have our specialty waters.
Strong acidic water.
Strong acidic water. Once again, when you push one button, you make 2 waters. We're making a strong acid water, which is a 2.5 medical grade disinfectant, and an 11.5 high alkaline water. We're able to effectively do this because we have this unique chamber on the side. It's an electrolysis enhancing chamber. We add more salt to the process. So whenever you're making 2.5 and 11.5, we need to add more minerals so that it creates more electric conductivity with the electrolytes. So we're able to make this big split. We're the only ionizer company that has the side chamber, and we're the only company that can effectively make these 2.5 and 11.5 waters. Other companies will claim to be able to make a disinfectant, but a medical grade disinfectant has to be below 2.6. Why? 99% of bacteria is effectively killed at that level, whereas if you're making 2.7, you're only killing 1%. So it's important to understand where that range is, because there's many companies will advertise a disinfectant water, but in actuality they're only disinfecting 1%. So whenever we make these waters, we've got this 2.5 and we've got this 11.5. The 11.5 is especially handy in the kitchen. So we all buy our fruits and vegetables, we take it home from the store, and most of us will soak it in tap water. If you've got a Kangen water machine, you'll bring it home from the store and you'll soak it in the 11.5 water. So let's do that now. Here's our 11.5 water, and we're going to soak our fruits and vegetables. And for most of us, we bring our produce home and we soak it in tap water, so we'll do that right there. And we'll just let both of those soak. And while they do, let me explain a little more of the 2.5. This has also been shown to be extremely effective with using on the skin. So it's safe to use, it doesn't burn, it doesn't sting. If you have psoriasis, eczema, acne, athlete's foot, foot funguses, this all can be treated extremely effectively with this 2.5 water. This is actually the water that the Japanese have been using the longest in their hospitals for 38 years to disinfect. So imagine going chemical free in your home, being able to eliminate those chemicals that come in and get around ourselves, and being able to really promote a green environment. It's now possible with this 2.5. I also like to carry these small little disinfectant bottles, because I know out in today's world we're being chosen or being suggested to use sanitation napkins or spritzers and cleaners. Imagine using water. Moving along, let's move into the 11.5 water. And we'll start with some oil. This is your regular sesame seed oil. And for most of us, we've heard the saying, oil and water don't mix. Well, let's put it to the test. Here's our tap water. Once again, proven correctly, oil and water not mixing. And here's our 11.5 high pH Kangen water. When I saw this the first evening, I was very surprised and very shocked, because I had heard oil and water didn't mix, and then all of a sudden I was seeing something that was very unique, very different. So I had to ask questions, why? Well, we've taken the tap water and we've moved this through this electrolysis device, and all of a sudden the water molecules are tiny enough that they're able to permeate through the protein bonds and able to emulsify oil. This can be very exciting when you're a cleaner, because as a degreaser it's very effective. So imagine once again being able to clean your house, using it as a degreaser on your ovens, your stove, your floors. You can even use it in your laundry. I like to put one container like this into every load of laundry, because the 11.5 is extremely slippery and it reduces the surface tension of the water. The exact same purpose that soap serves as doing it at the laundry. So imagine not having to buy any more laundry detergent and just using water. You can add a couple drops of essential oils to add fragrance, and there you go. But the most exciting part about the 11.5 is what it does actually in the kitchen. So we'll take our tomatoes that have been soaking in the tap water, and we're going to pour them into here. And then we take the 11.5 water, and we do the same thing. And let's put those two cups side by side. So as you can see, with the tap water, looks like regular tap water coming off. And with the 11.5 water, we've got a container that looks very yellow. So what is this? Well, the agricultural industry likes to use oil-based pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides. They do so that when it rains or when they're watering, their fertilizers aren't washed off. This ends up on our produce and ends up on our kitchen table. So with the 11.5 water, we're able to effectively reduce and remove these residues. Now, we encourage people to buy organic, because it just makes sense in the overall equation for your bodies and for the planet. But even organic today doesn't mean residue-free. The transportation, the manufacturing of it, it shows up in our health food stores, it gets tap water sprayed on it, so more chemicals, chlorine gets added. So the only true way I found to effectively clean my produce before I ingest it is to use the 11.5 water. Of special note here, it also has such a negative charge to it that when I soak these tomatoes in the 11.5 water, it starts to return the negative current into the fruits and vegetables. It absorbs all these free electrons so that the antioxidant level is actually increased. But most importantly, the taste is far better. You actually taste a sweet tomato versus something that is a little more sour, rigid, harder to taste, and has an acid feel to it. So at the end of the day, the overall use of the Kangen water machine is quite incredible. You've got a versatile product that hooks up to your tap, making these amazing health waters for drinking, but it also makes a beauty water, a cleaning water, a disinfectant, and you can clean your fruits and vegetables with it. So we really ask people to invest in your health, but also in a green, sustainable future that you could be using this technology in your home for decades to come. Let's review some of the waters previously mentioned in the product demonstration to completely understand the versatility of this technology. Beauty water. This is a 6.0 pH water. So naturally our skin, the top 10 layers are between 5.5 and 6.0. So the water that we can create out of the Kangen machine has natural astringent properties that are great for toning and firming the skin. It also acts as a great hair washing, removes tangles, and produces a great shine. This water can also be really effective for watering plants and for storing cut flowers in. Strong acid water, 2.5 pH water. So this is 50,000 times more acidic than neutral. It's known as a medical grade disinfectant. Why? Because it kills 99% of all known bacteria within about 60 seconds underneath the microscope. So the Japanese have been using this water in their hospitals for 38 years, disinfecting and treating wounds. We can use it in residential and commercial settings. So imagine going chemical-free in your home with spraying with water as a disinfectant. It treats acne, eczema, psoriasis, and skin conditions extremely effectively. Strong Kangen water, 11.5 pH water. So this is actually 50,000 times more alkaline than neutral. This is an excellent cleaning. It's able to degrease, and as you've seen, it's able to emulsify oil. So you can use this to clean your laundry with. Putting a couple liters into a laundry load will actually reduce the surface tension. That usually is what soap's purposes is, and you can effectively clean your laundry by just dropping in a few essential oils for smell. It removes oil-based pesticides and the rawness that we find on fruits and vegetables.